guys, welcome to the Maker's Notebook podcast number 45. I'm Tracy.
And I'm Stacy.
And you can find our contact information, Ravelry, Instagram, drop below. Welcome to our first time viewers and our returning viewers. And those of you who have subscribed, thank you very much. We appreciate it. And all the comments you've left.
I know. Lots of good comments. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So hope you guys are doing well. We're coming to you from the Charlotte area on I don't know if it's cloudy. I don't know if it's sunny. I don't know. It's weird.
It's hazy.
It's just like haze thing out there.
Yeah.
So anyway, the weather is like, it was humid and then it's like the humidity's leveling off, but then it'll come back. So it's up and down. It's weird. Very weird. So
yeah.
So
just a warning that this will be probably our last podcast for a few weeks.
Yeah.
Until Tracy gets back in a month or so.
Yeah.
So
we'll be back.
So people use that as clickbait. Our last podcast.
We gave up.
I cannot honestly do that type of thing.
No.
No. Yeah. But anyway.
No. But we'll be back in a few weeks.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll have lots of things to show.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So what do you want to talk about today?
So I was thinking, this was so unplanned. So right before Tracy got here, I started jotting down some notes. I thought it'd be a good thing to talk about summer-friendly yarns that we're aware of, and some of you told us about.
Yes.
So I thought we can just kind of go through it a little bit here. I can run through the list.
Yeah.
And what I'll do is post a copy of the list on our channel, which I will provide a link or instructions on how to access it. And it'll be something that will evolve and grow as I learn more about more yarns that are summer friendly. And I'm talking about cotton, linen, silk, or blends with any of those. I'm trying to keep wool out of it because who's going to wear wool in 100-degree weather?
Seriously.
Nobody. I don't care if it's blended. So I'm just going to limit it to just really summer yarn.
Right.
And so, the goal is, the reason why we're doing it is to help with the knit along that we should be doing.
Yes.
So if people are looking for yarn or ideas, they can access this list easily.
Right.
So, Tracy, I have it broken down by cotton, linen, silk, and blends. It can expand based on what we learn or find out or what other people suggest. For cotton, though, I have used a lot of the Quince & Co. I shouldn't say a lot, but I've used the Quince & Co. Willet, right? And that's the Sport DK, and that's cotton.
Right.
And I've listed out the weights too, so you can easily see what the weights are. And then Quince & Co. also has a Wimbrel cotton, and that's worsted. What I'm wearing here was made using We Are Knitters cotton, the cotton in worsted. And then the other top, I might have mentioned last podcast, was the Morocco modern cotton that Tracy and I both used to knit our top by, what's her name?
It's the Shelly Summer Top.
Shelly Summer Top.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 5 to start with, all different price points.
Yes.
So, and summer tops tend not to use a lot of yarn.
Yes, because you're not doing sleeves, or if you're doing sleeves, it's just a short sleeve.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So, anybody have any other cotton suggestions? So linen, silk, blends, anything, or rayon even, send it, and we can add it to the list.
Yeah.
In linen, right now I'm using Quince & Co. Sparrow, and that's a fingering. That's 100% linen. They also have Quince & Co. has a Kestrel, which is also heavy worsted linen. And then Pearl Soho, I learned, has a Blackbird linen, which is DK light worsted. They're about to have a knit along with this pouch bag with that linen.
Oh yeah.
I think it's on sale right now. But anyway, I haven't tried it, the Blackbird linen, but right now I'm working with Sparrow, and the only thing about linen is that it's slippery. And I'll talk about it in the project because I did start working with it. So we'll talk more about that. Silk, knitting for Olive Silk and fingering, and I did find it here in the US at Brooklyn General in New York. You could go online, and if you want to, they don't have all the colors, but they have a good bit of the colors. And so that's silk. And then when it comes to blends, you're using Queensland, right?
Yes, I'm using Queensland, the
Savannah.
The Savannah. Where did I put that?
And it's 6634 silk
linen, and it's a DK weight.
Yeah.
And I like it. I like the feel of it. So, and as you wash it, it becomes softer and softer. So, I highly recommend that one.
Yeah. And you found that in Tennessee, right?
Yeah, and
but Queensland is an Australian. Is it Australian yarn?
Is it? And I will tell you.
Yeah, I think I'm having this Queensland recollection that it's.
Doesn't say.
It doesn't say. But anyway, so this weekend Charlotte Yarn had a trunk show with Miss Babs, and I went there for the specific purpose of getting this particular yarn. It's Miss Babs Damask. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Damask collection. It's a fingering weight, 6535 silk linen. I felt it. So Remy, who's the owner of Charlotte Yarn, as soon as I walked into the store, they were like, "Can we help you?" You know. And I was like, well, before I got to that, they were like, "You look like you're a woman on a mission." I'm like, I am. I'm looking for damask. Because in her lineup, she said it would be there.
Okay.
And when I got there, she's like, "Well, that's the one. That's one that we don't have. Actually, they didn't have enough to send, but they're going to send it next month. And to put my name on the list." But she did have samples, and I did try it. And oh my gosh, I cannot wait for this yarn. I can't wait.
What's the blend again?
It's silk linen.
Silk linen. Okay.
6535.
Okay.
And it's a fingering. I'm excited about that. I can't wait to get it.
Oh my gosh. That's going to be nice.
Yeah. And right now I'm knitting on a project, which I'll show you guys shortly. Ritual Dyes Undine. It's a 60/40 cotton linen, and it's a fingering weight. And that one, I swatched.
And how'd that one come out? How did it come out?
I'll show you guys the swatch. I'll see how Tracy feels, so she can describe it to you guys. So we'll talk about that in a minute. And the last one I found on my list was Knit Picks has a linen, because you're trying to keep it at different price ranges because it's, all budgets.
Yeah. Be budget inclusive. Yeah.
Yeah. And so 70/30 cotton linen in DK. So that's not a bad one either, right?
Yeah.
Cotton linen,
right.
DK, perfect. I would use it if I can, if I needed a DK weight yarn that's affordable. Right. Yeah, I think that'll be nice also for blankets.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I like cotton weight, but that might be a good option.
Yeah. So, and it'll make a good top too, cotton linen. Right. So it's because it'll be that cotton, but then a little drape, right, with the linen. So there are some ideas. Again, feel free to leave a comment so we can add with suggestions so we can add more to the list.
Yes, definitely.
There was one, and I forgot to include it. It's cotton, and this was a viewer who recommended this.
Okay.
Terrapin Fiber Works, and I went to that website, and it's very nice. It's all like vegan, dyed, vegan. Yeah. Anyway, she has a lot of different types of cotton yarns and a ton of different weights. Like it seems just in my looking at it at first glance that there's quite a bit of different cotton yarns in different weights that is accessible. So I think that's a good option too. And the price I would think is comparable to other, hand-dyed yarns. So there you go. Thank you so much for those who suggested some of these. Appreciate it.
I think what's her name posted on Instagram, Getting Pearly with It. One of her tops she recommended for one with drape was Lang Yarns.
Lang Yarns.
I have never heard of that one.
I have heard of Lang Yarns.
Did you?
What's the material?
So it's 100% cotton, and it's
So let's add it to the list one time.
Yeah.
Lang.
So is it? I don't know how to pronounce it, but
Degrade.
Let's say degrade.
And it's a DK?
It's a I don't know. That's what I was trying to look to see.
Did she use that to make her dish chain?
Yes, it looks nice and drapey.
So dish chain is iron, I believe.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. But go to her web, Getting Pearly with It. Go to her Instagram. I'm telling them. Go to her Instagram and you'll see she is wearing dish chain in this beautiful. As soon as I saw it, I was like, "Oh my god, that's so beautiful!"
It is. Oh my gosh.
You have a picture of it up? Maybe you can point it this way. And it's an iron. How pretty is that?
I love the drape.
As soon as I saw that, I'm like, "That's dish chain."
Yeah. I love the drape. I just love it.
So we'll add Lang on the list.
Yeah. If that's an option.
Yeah.
So
I think it's iron. I don't know. I'll look it up to confirm.
Yeah, I was trying to look to see what it was, but yeah it's stunning.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So let's finish object.
Well, first of all, why don't you talk about what you're wearing?
Oh yeah, what am I wearing? I've showed this actually on the last podcast in a picture. It's Mariana by Elizabeth Smith using We Are Knitters cotton, which is worsted weight in the color sand. It's a top down with a mesh motif. It has short row shaping at the neck, cropped, and a very wide body. I'll have to It's wide, but the way it hangs, like. I knit the size 48 inch, which is a small, and her size ranges go from 41.5, then 48, then it just goes all the way down up to 70.5 inches for the bust measurement. So lots of ranges and sizes. I like this piece. Actually, I went to this, I was telling Tracy just now, I went to this home design shop in a town nearby. And one of the people working there had on a top that looked just like this. And I'm like,
Should we wear mine?
I need to be wearing mine. So anyway, and it looks so pretty on her. I'm like, oh my God, that's so pretty. I have the same top.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, the cut is a little different than what she was wearing.
Right.
But it's the same idea, the same, motif. I'll try to post a full picture of it. But anyway, yeah, it's cotton, so it's comfy and it's airy and... Yeah, I like it. It's nice.
It looks good on her.
Yeah, I'm wearing it with like khaki, these army green khakis. So yeah, anyway, yeah. So that's what I'm wearing. And Tracy's not wearing anything.
I only have a lot of woolly stuff. It's too hot.
That's why we need to knit with summer yarns so we can wear things all year round.
Yes, we do. Before in the past, I just knit socks and I shouldn't say simple, small scarves or shawls. I had never really knitted any summer tops. And now it's like I really should be doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's time. And I've been knitting for a while. So anyway, So I only have one FO, and it's a pair of socks that I've been sitting on for months, and it's the one that we did the Christmas Eve cast on to. It's the By the Fire socks by Danielle George. What does she go by? I forgot her name, but she normally goes by
Yeah,
on Instagram.
On Instagram, yeah.
But Danielle George, and this socks we casted it on Christmas Eve, and it's a cuff down sock, and I'll explain the details in a minute, but the yarn is Hearts on Fiber, and it's the Town of Davidson collection.
So pretty.
Right, and the yarn is 80/20 superwash merino and nylon, so it gives you that stretch. And the color is Village Store, and this right here is gift wrap, and then obviously these are just stuff I had in stash, and I don't know the color. But it's basically cuff down, and it's pretty interesting. It's like, this is the main part of the work. Everything else is super easy and goes by fast. And I sat on it for a long time because I didn't want to weave in the ends. You know, it wasn't many ends to weave in because of these bubbles. But other than that, it's a really fast knit if you take, you don't think about weaving in. But yeah, I was digging through my stash and I was like, oh my goodness, I have this to finish. So I finished it, and now I can finally free up my bag to add something else to it. Yeah, but I use a size 2 needle for the cuff, and then a size 1 needle for the sock, because of, you kind of tend to knit tighter up here, she said, according to the instructions. So you needed something bigger, and then it went down to my normal needle size down here. Mm-hmm. The heel flap and gusset. Part of me wish I had done the sockleration heel. I just like how it looks, and it's easier. But this wasn't bad. I mean,
it was good too.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. By no means am I complaining. I just like the way it looks better. Mm-hmm. I like the way it looks. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this was I would say it's a very easy knit. It's just, weaving in all the ends. But other than that, very easy knit. And I know I'm way past Christmas.
Better late than never.
That's right. So my needles are clear for Christmas for this coming Christmas. But yeah, that's what I have.
Nice.
What do you have? Any FOs?
No FOs.
Okay.
I mean, I would have, but so I casted on the Best Vest by James and Watts with some Shalimar yarn I had, because I've been wanting to knit the yarns in my stash, like knit them out, because it's just, yeah. So anyway, I had 4 skeins, and I should have had enough. I gauge swatched too.
Okay.
But you know how we feel about gauge swatches. So anyway, wonderful. I got to most of it. Mm-hmm. It's an interesting construction with his patterns always. How should I show you this? So this is the front, right? It's bottom up.
Oh, I see.
So you work from bottom up,
right,
and then now this is the front, right? So
right,
it goes like that. So this is the top of the shoulder,
right?
And then you knit you continue working the back of it now, right, and
knit the same similar,
and you knit it up,
right,
until and then I guess at some point you're going to connect the straps from here, the back strap, shoulder piece, to the front, and then you're going to connect it. Mm-hmm. And it seems quite long, like you're like unsure, you're like, oh my God, this is going to be long to my stomach. The end of this V is going to be long to my... But you know what? I was reading some of the comments, and people are like, it seems nuts, but just trust it. Mm. So, and I would have continued this, okay? Because at some point you're going to pick up some stitches, and it has some ribbing that goes along here, right? And I think that's what's going to bring it in some. So the deep V, that doesn't look as weird, right? I'm trying to find a picture to see if I have a picture of it. I should put on my glasses so I can find it faster. Let me see. Do I have a picture of it? Because I sometimes I just print. So here we go, right? But I feel like mine is going to end down here. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to undo it.
Would you make a smaller size? Is that what you're thinking?
I don't know. I don't know if that's going to work either. Because I feel like maybe this is not the right yarn for this project. Look how wide that is.
That looks really wide for you. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like because this is super wash, it's like an interesting yarn. The Shalimar.
And it's gonna stretch out even more. It's really heavy.
It's heavy. At this gauge, it's very heavy because the needle is 7s. The Shalimar yarn is this
squishy.
EQUUS is the like a model of a car. The type of yarn in the collection, and it's called Meet Me at the Belvedere. But I don't talk about the yarn too much because this company is no longer in business. But I am knitting the size small. They do have an extra small. It's supposed to have 6 to 10 inches of positive ease, but I feel like it's going to have, with the blocking, I don't know. But the reason why I stopped mostly is because I don't think I'll have enough yarn. This might finish the back of the top and connect it, but then what about the ribbing that goes here?
Right.
I'm not gonna have enough yarn for that. So I'm just gonna frog it, and I've been looking for other projects for this yarn because once I frog it, I don't want it to go into no stash.
Right.
I want to use it and get it out of here.
Get it out the bin.
Get it out the bin, yeah, and use it. And because it's so heavy, I envision it being some sort of vest or some sort of sleeveless situation. So then I can layer with it like a nice white shirt inside. I think that would look nice in the winter time. So I definitely want to knit this best vest pattern, but not with this yarn. It would have to be like 100% wool or something. Right. So this is going to the frog pile.
She's got so far too.
I know. It was a lot of ribbing here on the bottom to get started. It was, yeah. But that's what knitting is about. Yeah. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't.
And you want something that you will actually wear. You don't want to just... Everybody probably feels the same way.
Yeah.
And you want to give it to somebody else.
But I'm going to run out of yarn. So then what am I going to do to finish it up? I couldn't. So I might as well just cut my losses now. And I had some ideas. So once I figured which pattern, I think there's one by Thea Coleman. I forget the name of it. I want to knit. I'll flash the name here. I think this will be enough yarn for that. It's a nice top with like some sort of motif on it. It's pretty cool. So I think I'm gonna frog that and then cast that on, and maybe it'll be done by the time Tracy gets back.
Oh my goodness.
So what about you?
I am still working on what?
Oh, I always like to see where we're going into our whips, because the thing I flash across the screen.
The what?
The little banner. Anyway, never mind.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. I'm like, we're running out of space?
No.
Oh, okay. I haven't had a lot of time to knit, so it's like I've been working on, still working on the outline raglan by Jessie May Designs.
So nice.
Yeah.
Tracy wanted me to, I'm wanting to knit this so bad.
Yes, you should. Oh my gosh.
With the same yarn?
Yes, you should. Oh my gosh. It was a color I wanted. It was like a blue, a light blue, a sky blue. It's like, man, I should have went with that one. But I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone, right? So
that's a nice one, though.
Yeah. So I made it a little cropped purposely because
you could layer it.
Right, because I plan to wear it with this one dress I have.
Yeah.
That's the idea of me wearing it when it starts to get cool off a little. But anyway, I finished one sleeve, and I'm working on the second sleeve, and then I'll be done. And the thing that I love about this is no ribbon in the neck, on the bottom, on the sleeves, okay?
I'm going to steal this from Tracy.
Yes.
I like that top.
Yes, and I love the design detail right here.
Oh man, this is so nice.
And this yarn feels really good. And in my opinion. It feels really good.
It feels
in
really
your hand.
nice.
Yeah. So again, this is the Queensland Savanna, and the color is number 11, and I believe it's embers, and the needle size is size 6, and it's a top down. Pullover, and obviously with this drop stitch design, raglan style, and it is an easy fun knit. I've noticed with me, because I have short arms, I'm not finishing the sleeve like I want, like per her recommendation. So I had to stop at a certain point, but it was fine. Because she said how if you want to knit all the way to the end, and you want to do a rolled cuff, you could just knit an extra 3 inches, which I'm already past the end, so I plan to roll it just a little like that.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah. So it's like I'm almost there. I was trying to finish it in time, but I guess I don't. I'll just finish it probably in the next week or so. No, this week, I'm hoping. But anyway, yeah, I'm excited about it. So this is my latest that's my update so far.
Love it.
Yeah. Can't wait to wear it. Some sweaters you're like, oh, I can't wait.
I know.
This is one of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's all I have. Very quick update. So I'm gonna see if Stacy could hurry up and get her yarn and get going.
I know.
We gotta be twinsies.
I just love that.
Yeah. So I would say this is beginner friendly.
She has a T too for it, but the T has like a V-neck.
Oh, I want to do another V-neck.
But I like this. I like that.
Yeah. That YouTuber Arrow
Knits. Yeah, I was watching her the other day.
I like her style. She's the one. She had knitted that, but she used it look like fingering, I believe. And the way hers was, I think she used belt sleeves that came up to here only. And it looked really good on her. And she said that's one of her most favorite summer knits, and she wears it all the time. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I love the way it looks and the way it falls. But I kind of did not want to go with a fingering weight yarn. So I wanted to try something different.
Yeah. And
go with what they recommended. So, yeah. I'm excited for it. Yeah.
Nice.
What I have. That was quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm working on Sol, S-O-L. And the reason why I wasn't planning on casting that on from our last podcast, only because, I wasn't thinking about, it wasn't on my list. But then going to my yarn stash, I have 3 skeins of Sparrow by Quince & Co. in my stash. And I'm like, I need to find something. I need to get rid of this.
Right.
And just have it sit there. And it's a linen weight, so perfect for summer, right? So I decided to cast on Sol, S-O-L, by Jacqueline Sislak, using this Quince & Co. Sparrow. I ordered 1 more skein because I had 3 skeins altogether, but I feel like I think I'll need 1 more, so I ordered just 1. And then I'll try to, I don't know, alternate it or something. If it's like vastly different, then I'll definitely have to alternate it. Okay. Anyway, color is Cat Mint, 100% organic linen, 168 yards per skein. Using size 3 needles. I didn't get far because guess what? Look at it on small needles. I need to buy some size 3 needles that's longer tips, not these shorties, and longer cord.
All right.
But I like my lickers, especially for this
yarn.
So it's not slipping. And at Charlotte's Yarn at the counter, she had these things, things, because my stitches was sliding off of here because it's so slippery, right?
Imagine DPNs on that?
No, can do. And so it's, I don't know if you've seen, and I have a picture here of Sol. I took it, anyway. So that's the picture.
It's very pretty.
There's lace. Okay. So it's a little complex, this pattern, and it's going to be a slow one. I'll probably finish this by the time you get here. I don't know. But This is as much as I got done.
Okay.
And I have to continue this for like 10.5 inches.
Oh, wow.
But the rest is, I guess it's just a sleeveless top anyway, so whatever. I'm hoping it works because it's a bottom-up construction. It has both charted and uncharted, written out instructions for the motif that's going. It has some baubles in there. I don't know if you can see it. See it there? Some baubles going up. I'm knitting the size small, 38.5 bust. Okay. I see it as a layering piece. I don't really like wearing a lot of sleeveless things by itself. I don't know. Maybe because I feel like I'm older.
I know. Me too. I don't wear sleeveless yet.
So I don't want to wear sleeveless. So I'll layer it with something. Yeah. But it's not beginner friendly.
Okay.
Because here's the thing. You're following 2 charts at the same time. So keeping track of 2 charts might be a little challenging. So it's only one round you're repeating, except for the chart, which is what changes. But the one round has so much going on that I would show you, but it's her instructions and it's a paid for pattern. Right. But I had to take a 8x11 sheet of paper and break down each step of that particular round.
Oh, wow. To make it more easier for you to follow.
So I'm following 3 instructions.
Wow.
The round instructions, the chart A, chart B. So all those things simultaneous makes it not beginner friendly. So adventurous beginner maybe. Yeah. But so far, I mean, I like it. It's fun. And the material, I can't wait. I can't wait for this. And I like the color of this color. It tends to look good on us.
Yeah. It's anyway, skin tone.
Yeah. So, yeah, that'll be coming. You'll see it. I'm still on the first skein. So, still got a long way to go. I think I'm almost at 2 inches.
Okay.
Here, so, only 8.5 more to go.
That's it.
So that's one of my projects I'm working on.
I am working on simply rib socks. Another pair.
Another pair?
Yeah, I started this a few weeks ago, and I'm on the second side already. I got. You're far, but you're not halfway there yet. So I'm still working on the leg part.
Oh yeah, that's where I'm at the moment.
This is ideal for when you have to wait somewhere and you can't bring your whole big projects with you, and you need something easy. Especially if you're waiting on kids or something.
Yeah,
this is ideal. And as you can see, I've been waiting a lot in the past week. Because ribbon could take a while if you ask me. This is by The Handmade Life, and the yarn, I think I showed it last time, is Chelsea Lux 80-10-10, and the color is, it doesn't say, so it's one of her one-offs. I did for the heel, I did the sockloration because she had her heel is basically ribbon all the way through. Through the heel and to the toe. Yeah. And I wasn't sure if I would like that. And I saw it in the picture and it looked good, but with this pattern, this print on this yarn color, I wasn't sure I would like that. So I just, I broke loose and I just did the sockloration heel because it was quick, easier and fast. But then I decided to follow the instruction for the toe, and I wish I didn't. I wish I had just done the regular toe, because look at that. It's super skinny, right? But it fits. But this is just my personal preference. Yeah, it's a very easy pattern to follow, and it's a sock, and I wanted to use the yarn up, and I thought I saw this pattern. It's been sitting in my queue for a while, and I wanted to do it. But I like it. It's a cuff down, And maybe I should have done the, no, I said maybe I should have done the two in a different color, but not with this pattern here. Not with the ribbon going all the way down.
Oh, it goes all the way down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
I'm not sure I like that. But then I didn't want to undo it either, so I said, you know what? I'll just keep it. So anyway, yeah. This is fun, easy pattern. So I highly recommend it. Yeah, I use a size 1 needle. That's my most comfortable for socks. Yeah. So, yeah. She gives you the option to do the 1-to-1 rib or the 2x2 for here. So you could use either one. I did the 1x1 just to kind of separate it. But, you know.
Or you can have it be seamless going on.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. I just wanted to show, you know, differentiation. That's all. So it's all strictly preference. So yeah. So definitely a cute sock. And that's what I'm working on. More socks, because I need socks. Yeah.
Lots. So I'm working on the Shadow Box Socks by Helen Stewart. Curious Handmade in her Cabinet of Curiosities knit along. I'm using the Legacy Fiber Arts fingering yarn in candy. The color is Candy Corn in her Steel Toes base. US size 1. I'm knitting a bunch of a couple other things, so didn't get too far. I started this last Friday or so.
Oh, that's not bad. Can't wait to start hers. Start it next week.
I wanted to start it because I know the other pattern is coming out. So she
June
already
2nd.
started.
Yeah.
Oh, June 2nd?
Yeah.
Oh.
I have it written down on my calendar.
Okay, then I shouldn't. Anyway. I casted on the 64 stitches as I normally do. But I frogged it and started, because it was coming out very, I don't know if it's the yarn or the stitches. No, it was the yarn. And so I felt like it would be too big on me. So I cast it on 56 stitches, and still I think I slid my foot in there, and it's good. It's not too tight. Well, we'll see when we put in the heel. I'll probably do Socksploration heel maybe. We'll see.
I love Socksploration. It's so easy.
Yeah.
And it's fast.
Yeah. The only concern I have is the heel, like if it might be too tight. But this yarn is, I think the whole motif is stretchy. Because, you know, as you can see, it's like pearl and knit. The knit stitch, you know, is the bumpy looking bits and then the pearl inside there. So I think it's going to be stretchy anyway. So, and I have narrow feet.
Okay.
Anyway, I use size 1 needles as I always do. And yeah, cuff down. And hopefully I'll have it finished. No, I'll have it finished by the time you see us again. So yeah, that's
nice.
Socks I'm working on.
Nice. Okay, my final one that I'm working on, and I've cast it on. Stacy and I said we're supposed to be doing a cowl, and I said, let me just cast it on because it's something I want to do on the road. Yeah. And it's the Dotted Rays by Stephen West. So I've gotten just this far.
I know, me too.
You have it casted on too?
I've casted it on, but I haven't worked in it because I want to finish this baby blanket, which I'll show you guys in a minute.
Okay. So I had this yarn sitting there that I had wound it for a sweater, and I couldn't find anything to use it for, which I frogged the sweater, but I have this. I decided to use this yarn for it, and it's the Madeline Tosh Twisted Light, and the color is Scout. And I'm using a size 7 needle, even though he calls for size 6 because I am a tight knitter. It's fairly straightforward and easy, right? I'm knitting the size, there's 2 sizes, so I think I'm going to knit the size small.
I'm knitting the small.
Yeah. Now, my biggest, I'm still trying to decide if to add a second color to it.
I did.
You did? Okay. So this one person, they had theirs I don't know. I gotta figure out what they used and what they did.
Oh, no. I could tell you after.
Yeah? Okay. Because how they did there is,
He tells you in the pattern.
well, to add the second color, stripes,
Yeah.
yes. I don't want the stripes. I want, this
Oh.
person did more of like, I won't say it's a gradient. I don't know, but it was so nice.
Okay.
So that's what I want to do, but I gotta figure out how that person did it. But yeah, but it's a fun, easy knit, and I think it'll be perfect to take, traveling.
Yeah.
I think that and some socks.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I plan to take. But yeah, I didn't get far on it. I can need another scarf, right? Another shawl.
Yeah,
but
take your time with it.
Exactly. That's the thought I have. I'm just gonna take my time with it and just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I knit to just rush to get through, and it's like, well, what's the rush?
Yeah.
Enjoy it, And then I have to remind myself constantly, slow down, enjoy it. And then I go back like a hamster.
Ingrained in you.
It is. I gotta stop that. So anyway, that's what I have.
And I think finally that I'm going to show is
This bag is so cute.
Oh yeah, talking about bag. I'm storing this in the button jar bag.
Yeah.
I love it. It's so nice.
Beautiful.
Between Tracy's bag and this bag, I'm like, that's why I've been keeping all my products. I like it. Yeah, they're both so nice. So this is the Mulberry Afghan by TL Yarn Crafts, Tony Lipsy. I've made this before, so you guys would have seen it already.
Yeah.
So
Same color, right?
Same exact color.
Yeah.
Someone I know is having a baby boy, and so I'm making this. It's the Lion brand Mandala Ombre in the color Mantra, and then the white that you see here is just Lion brand Basic Stitch Anti-Pilling in white. I'm using the Tunisian crochet with a 32-inch cord, 6.5 millimeter. And it's Tunisian crochet. It's fun, easy, forgiving, not like knitting. I rhymed. The only complaint I have about this project, and it's not the project, it's the yarn, is this particular skein. I'm like, how do you sell people this stuff?
Oh.
A fresh bowl of yarn. I've had like 4 or 5 of these already.
Oh my gosh.
Who does that? And it's not like they did that particular what I've been doing with my anthology throw. What do you call it? That kind of knot? Magic knot? It's not even a magic knot. It's just a knot. I can't leave that like that.
Yeah, so now you gotta cut it.
So I
cut it. Is that what these are?
Yes. All those reasons for that. Unnecessary.
And now you gotta weave all those in.
Because it's only two skeins of this. So I should only technically have 4 ends of this to weave in.
Not 6 or 8.
Not 6, 10, 100. Yeah.
So far you have 1, 2, 4, 6. Yeah.
It's too many.
Yeah. 2.
And I only do it at the end. So which means if I get to the middle and I notice this knot, or even if I get here and I notice the knot, right, towards this end, I still have to undo it and go back to the other end.
And we do start.
I cut it and then restart. Because when I weave in my ends, I want it to be on the edge.
Right.
I don't want
in the middle.
Back in the day when I was an amateur, I used to do it just wherever it ends, right? And then you have this knot poking through all over the thing. I don't want that. Not for a gift, right? So, and that's the only problem I have with this project.
Was it like that with the other?
No, this particular skein.
That's annoying.
It is. So now the color sequence is not really
following, like
it's not the same.
Yeah.
But I mean that's fine. I mean
you're not gonna notice it, but still.
It's what you call a hot mess. But I mean Tunisia crochet is easy and it's fun, and I'm loving it. I think you're supposed to go to 32 of these boxes. I'm at 22.
Okay, so you're not too far off.
Yeah, the shower is in a couple weeks, so I think I'll be done with this. So that's why I've been working on this.
Weaving in ends.
Yeah, and then you go around. When you finish this whole piece, I'll try to use up this as much as like most of this, all of it probably, because I do have some leftover of this from the other blanket I knitted like this.
Crocheted.
Crocheted. And what did I say? Knitted? Oh, oops. The other blanket, Tunisian crochet like this that I made. And so when I finish the whole piece, I'll go around it with the border. And I think you use some of the white to go around it and some of this to go around it at the edge. So I should be able to use all of this and make it might be a little longer, I'm thinking. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see how it ends up. But yeah. And if I get done in time, maybe I'll make the baby a pair of socks. Those are fast.
Okay.
It'll take 5 minutes.
Okay.
My son is like, what's up with you on this 5 minutes? Everything's 5 minutes.
It's funny.
I know. He gets irritated when I say that. So yeah, this is button jar.
It's so cute.
Her bag that I saw it and I was like, I need it. Anyway, look, this is the inside. It can hold, right. This is my yarn for the, not vertices. What is
Dotted rays?
Dotted rays that I'm knitting. I got far. You know why I didn't get as far? Because I'm like, these colors are so expected. I'm like, I wish I could come up with a different color. Right?
Yeah.
How many of those are you gonna have? Colors.
I know. That's why it's like when you buy certain things and you're like, oh, let me buy something out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
But then it just sits there.
No.
Because I'm not using it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
my anthology throw is still ongoing. I haven't touched it because the needles is on the best vest, which I'm gonna frog. But I did swatch and I yeah, feel the yarn, see what you think. That's the nice. Ritual Dyes Undine.
Yeah, it feels nice.
This is for the Dappled Lace Raglan by James N. Watts.
Oh, okay.
So
I love me a raglan. So it's a lace all around, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
It feels nice.
So that Ritual Dyes Undine is 60/40 cotton linen. I mentioned it on our list. It's fingering weight. Lord knows if this meets gauge or not. Who knows?
How you gonna count that?
He gave you the gauge instructions. He tells you to, but I don't know how you count this thing. That's why I haven't casted it on, because I'm like, what size do I cast on?
That's funny.
I don't know. I have no idea. Do you know? Do you know how to count gauge on a lace motif? You know, what's her name? Why can't I remember her name? Getting Pearly with It.
Okay.
On her pattern that we knitted, that's that top.
Yeah.
She tells you to do a gauge swatch on lace, but she actually tells you
how to count.
Yeah. So whatever the gauge is, you just cast on with that particular gauge.
Okay.
Sorry. Whatever. So if the gauge says, I don't know, 20 stitches by 15 or something like that, right? You just actually cast on that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't cast on no more, no less. And if you get 4 inches when you measure it after blocking it, then that's gauge.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's what I should. Yeah. I don't know. I know. Yeah.
That's funny.
I know. We have nothing to teach you. When it comes to gauges, we cannot teach you anything.
I am the worst. I only do it because I have to, and I suck at it.
I don't know. I don't know how people do. I just don't know.
Some people nail it so well.
Because obviously the best vest, I did gauge swatch. It was fine. And now look at it. right?
Yes.
See, that's the problem. So
That's happened to me many times.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, gauge.
I know some people just cast on, like, what's her name? Woolen Vine.
Yeah.
She just cast on.
Aaron knits too.
And the expert of all experts in knitting, Susan B. Anderson. I remember her casting on a top, a sweater, and she said, the cast on is her gauge swatch. I'm like, yes.
But you know what? So if if something calls for size 6 needle, I know myself, 99.9% of the times, I could just go up a needle size. I just have to, because when I do a gauge, that's what's happening. I have to go up a needle size. So now it's just like, I just automatically in my head, I go up a needle size and I'll do a gauge and then I'll hit it. So sometimes, but it's not all the time, I'll have to go up 2 needle sizes. But for the most part, it's just 1.
Do you have this problem, or is it just us?
I think I'm an anomaly.
Yeah.
It's just me. Some people, they nail it really well.
Yeah.
And then they fit, then the sweater.
The fit is perfect. Oh my God.
So, I don't know.
know. So, that's all we have. We're coming down to the end of the school year. And
Yes.
Baseball. Oh, by the way, so the coach sent an email the other day saying, the coach, her son, got COVID. And just 2 days earlier, everybody, I was sitting next to the dugout, and if the kids were saying, if you make a hit and score a point, you have to blow into this blowhorn. And she was saying in the email, so my son has COVID, and I know some people were blowing into that same blowhorn. By the time I realized what they were doing, it was too late to stop them.
Yeah.
Kids, they're so funny.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
My son is obsessive maniac when it comes to, not to say he keeps his bedroom clean, but when it comes to anything like that, he's not.
Like he wouldn't drink from the same cup
as
anybody, or drink from the same straw, which is fine.
So here's the thing.
That's just how
he will drink from my cup, but I cannot drink from his cup. That's how. Matter of fact, he goes next door to our neighbors, pets the dog. Oh, nice dog, plays with it, everything. And when he's done, immediately goes to my neighbor's sink and washes his hands. She's pointed it out. I've never noticed. And she's like, oh my God, he is so anal. Like, he touches the dog and he goes right to the sink and washes his hands.
Funny.
And he's not the cleanliest of people, I'm going to tell you.
But when he eats too, right? Like he won't get if he gets a plate of food and he wants more, he'll go get a clean plate.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's funny.
Foods can't touch.
Yeah. It's funny though. When he comes to my house and he does that, I just laugh because I find it funny.
Weird.
No, he's just, I get it. I mean, who wants to eat on a dirty plate? I get it. Paper plates, I do that, but
I know. But I wasn't too worried about that COVID thing because I was like, I don't think he did that. I don't think he
wouldn't have done that.
I don't think
he's like, oh, nasty. No. So is baseball ending?
They're going to playoffs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The game they played, anyway, it was very riveting. It was so riveting that I was in the car watching the stats on my phone, and I end up messing up my knitting. It was wild.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They were winning by 8-0.
Mm-hmm.
And then, no, they played the same team that Tuesday, right? A few days ago, with the whole COVID thing happened. Blowhorn. They played the same team, and it's the same scenario that happened, okay? Mm-hmm. But Tuesday they lost. So they were up by 8 points, 8-0. Then all of a sudden, like third inning, that other team came up and beat them, and they won by 13. They won 13-10, right? That other team. So same thing happened on Saturday.
Oh, wow.
They started off our team 8-0. Mm-hmm. they came up and they end up scoring more, like more points. And then at the last inning, 3 kids, including my son, was able to bring it home with 5 extra points.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Or 3 extra points.
Oh, nice.
Because I think it was, I can't remember. But anyway.
All right.
They actually won this one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for them.
So yeah, they go to playoffs. So we're in playoffs and then it should be done.
It should be done. Is he doing anything over the summer in terms of baseball? Is it any baseball over summer? Because I feel like some people play all year round.
So camps, but what we are thinking of doing is buying one of those, going to the baseball batting cage and buying one of those ball pitchers, automatic pitchers things, and we all get baseball bats and we practice because my husband is not into sports, but he's watching my son play this baseball. He's gotten into it and now he wants to play it.
Oh, nice.
I know.
Very nice.
That's funny. So now he's talking about getting a bat. And,
yeah, but it'll be something they can do together too.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. I think they have some sort of camps, but I don't know if he's going to do any of that stuff. But we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
School's coming down to the wire.
Yeah.
We get out next Friday.
Wow, that's fast.
Yeah, so May is always intense for us. Last week, one daughter had cheer tryouts, and she made that team. And then they had a dance recital this weekend. And the other daughter, she has cheer tryouts all this week. And then the other daughter who had cheer tryouts last week, she has exams this week. And then the daughter who's having cheer tryouts this week, she has final exams next week. So
busy next 2 weeks.
Busy making 2 and 3 trips to the school because, one have to stay after, the other one have to go home and study. And it's just like, I feel like I'm going to be living in my car. Well, I have been living in my car.
Thank God for knitting.
Hello. And, but my daughter, she, like the older one, she danced a solo. And it's like, I guess everybody was excited. And I didn't even realize this. Everybody was looking forward to seeing this solo. I'm like, you know that many people? But anyway,
she's very social though.
She is. She's very social. But she nailed it. And it's like, when she got done. So on stage, in the back, I call it in the wings, behind stage, it's like, they have the competition troops back there and because they were going on stage next. So, and then she had a couple friends who are on the troupe and some moms of these friends. They were all back there. So when she got done and she was walking off stage, you should hear all of them backstage screaming and hollering for her. And it's just
oh, that's nice.
Wow. I mean, they were making more noise than us in the audience, right? But she did a phenomenal job.
That's such an accomplishment, right?
Yeah.
Make you feel good.
Yeah, she was so excited. She was so nervous. She was so nervous all week that she was giving me a hard time. I was like, parents and teenage girls is hard. So she was just nipping at me all week.
She's not so bad. Not like us growing up.
No, she was intense because she was very nervous. Yeah. And talking to her best friend, her girlfriend, who's on, who dances as well. And she was like, she was so nervous. She was like not herself. She was just nipping at all of us. And she's not like that. Everybody just loves my daughter. Love her. She's so sweet. And it's like, for her to be nipping at people, it's like, wait.
Yeah, something's off.
Yeah. But now she's back to her normal self. But it was a big accomplishment.
Yeah, so, that's awesome.
Yeah. So, but just can't wait for the school year to be over with. So, busy summer coming up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and plus we have. Yeah, when you come, when do you come back?
And the last week of June.
Oh, okay.
I gotta get back because both girls have cheer camps.
And then our sisters, and my mom is coming to spend a month here.
Yes.
With us.
Yes.
And then my sisters, other 2 sisters are gonna be here.
Yeah.
So we'll be busy We're being nosy, watching.
Yeah, I know. I see a dog.
Watching our neighbors walk by.
Yeah.
Yeah,
our sisters are coming up.
Our sisters are coming.
Coming down, I should say. 2 of them. There's 4 of us all together. And the 2 younger ones are coming. And the youngest, she's never been...
I don't think she's never been here.
Yeah, to visit us.
I think she's been to North Carolina, but just not...
To visit us.
To here.
Yeah.
Charlotte, I don't think.
Yeah.
So that should be fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
My girls are very excited.
Oh, yeah. We're super excited. So. It's rare we get that last sister to go.
I know.
To go anywhere with us.
I know.
So it'll be fun.
Yeah, so looking forward to that.
She's so much younger than us. She's probably like, these old fogies, I don't want to hang with them.
She loves us, but she's probably thinking that. She probably want to hang out with probably my daughter.
Was she like, okay, when she was born, I was what, 11
She's
or
like
so?
35 or 36 or 37, somewhere in that ballpark. She's a millennial.
Yeah.
So, she likes to, she and my daughter, they go back and forth texting all the time, so. She's talking about
everybody
clothes.
has the cool aunt. Well,
she's that one. It's like, my oldest, she's trying to get my husband to go with her to Lululemon. And she keeps telling him, we need to have a dad and daughter bonding time. We never get any alone time. And she said, I think the best place to have it is at Lululemon.
I know he's not falling for that. He's like, come on. No.
Well, he keeps saying, yeah, right. Yeah. So she's like, well, you need to get mom a gift for Mother's Day. So you need to take me. So she got him there.
Oh, yeah. Well, that is one way to get him.
Yeah. But she's like, but I didn't get anything for myself. And I didn't get him to buy anything for himself. So she said it wasn't a successful mission. So.
No. Yeah, he's tough. Yeah. He's not going to fall for any of those. Nah.
He ain't budging.
He's not a sucker like that.
No.
You know, some men are like that with their daughters, but
he's not.
He's not going to fall for that.
No. It's funny though. She's trying really hard. Oh man, it's funny. But yeah.
So we'll come to you again in July.
Yeah.
Or maybe end of June. You want to do one at end of June? Okay, so end of June, you'll see us.
Yeah.
Again.
I'll be back.
We'll be back to our
hopefully
rhythm.
With goodies to show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Until then.
Be well. And the knit along.
Yes. That's right.
We're working on ours. So definitely work on yours. And I know I still have that task of how do I set it up on Ravelry? But
I'll look into it too.
Yeah.
But definitely. I'm going to be looking for yarn on the road and casting on.
Yeah. So. Because so far I have like 2 summer projects going. So that'll be it. Yeah. Until then, be well. Enjoy your end of school or activities if you have children, and the beginning of summer. And
yeah. Have a good one.
Bye.